get why you push back on it now. But in context, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
So for context for anyone watching, listening, or whatever, I suggested we talk about the new year, new me thing, didn't I?
Yeah.
Whereas you thought I meant, oh, let's talk about like goal setting, what we're going to achieve for the year, resolutions, new year, new me. And what I actually meant was how irrelevant new year, new me is.
Yeah.
And resolutions and all that to grief from one day to the next. Like it's the same. You don't change from 31st of December to the 1st of Jan. It's the same thing going on.
Yeah.
And actually it changes perspective so much. I think that's why it's a good time to talk about it, because it's the first, obviously, one since we lost Mike. So recent after it. But it's not, I'm not the target audience for that right now.
Yeah.
I've weirdly, off topic, we'll carry on, but weirdly I've been getting weird adverts about, am I a struggling actor? And to do like acting courses. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know what bucket I've been put into in terms of an audience segment or whatever, but I'm getting these weird things being like, are you a struggling actor? I'm like, I don't know.
Wow.
But I'm getting it on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
That's just weird. But I went off on a tangent there. What was the previous point? About the coaches and the goal and the lofty goal setting.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about the that period. I think the other thing, just so we don't forget about it as well, is when it comes to the achievements that you said you mentioned before, 10 minutes ago or whatever, when you were talking about SMART goals.
Yeah.
And you want to hit 100k revenue or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you said that, it immediately made me think of, I don't know if you've heard of intrinsic and extrinsic motivators.
No.
Have you heard about that before? It reminded me exactly of that. So a good way to manage your goals or life or whatever you want to build and achieve, you've got two sets of motivators. You've got extrinsic, which is all stuff on the outside. So let's say it's the 100k revenue thing. If I get that, or it's the promotion.
Yeah.
In my case, it might be get a release on this label.
Yeah.
Like it's extrinsic motivator. And then there's intrinsic, which is basically internal to you, which is essentially, my sort of understanding of it would be what you get from doing the thing itself. So let's say music for me, because it's the one that comes up. Extrinsic would be get it played on Radio 1, get it on this label, extrinsic. But the intrinsic motivator would be sitting down every day, enjoying the process of making it.
Yeah.
That's the intrinsic. And then the feeling afterwards of like, I feel good from enjoying that process.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite good sometimes to, in your case there, you've highlighted in the past, was like achieve this extrinsic thing, and then going, okay, if that's something I want to achieve, what things do I get value from, and doing it because you love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably quite an important one at this time of year with this new reality, to think what gives you value and you enjoy, and not necessarily looking for external validation or factors, let's say.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if, I don't know, you got into a new hobby, ironically, this is going out publicly, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's internal reasons why we do it, which is good for us. It helps us process the whole loss. It helps us navigate it. It means we can talk. That's the intrinsic motivator for doing it. And then the extrinsic is obviously if people watching get value from it, great. But it all comes back to the internal reason why we want to do it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. We talked about obviously what my goal setting was before and kind of after, since Mike passing. What about you? How did you used to kind of like target years?
I've never believed in resolutions.
Yeah.
But I've always believed in goal setting. Over the last number of years, maybe 4 or 5 years, I've, funny enough, started my goal setting resolutions before New Year's Eve. It's always been around about the 26th, 27th.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I had 2 weeks off over Christmas. My goal during that whole 2 weeks, from like 20th of December to like 5th of Jan, let's say, was make a track a day. That was my goal. And it started before. So it's never really been a big thing for me in terms of goal setting for New Year's Eve and all that sort of stuff. Also as well, because I think a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to do dry Jan and I'm going to not drink for a month. But then you wake up on the very first day feeling awful. Like, you know what I mean? And you might get a McDonald's or something like that on the very first day you failed. But my thing in goal setting, I've always been a big believer in it. And I've got a few thoughts on it. I've always done a process of 90-day goal setting. So I think it's very business-like that. Group your goals up into 90 days. It's always been for me very much like music driven. Like how many tracks I want to release, how many tracks I want to finish. But then how many days do I want to continually do music for the 90 days? I want to do 90 days solid. Or maybe gym into terms of that as well. So I always did like 90-day thing and then review and then move through that. But then I haven't done it this year. I've actually changed, and it probably relates quite heavily to what you were saying. I've changed. It's probably not permanent. I've changed from 90-day goal setting type stuff to looking at it as habits, daily habits, rather than like lofty. This is what I want to achieve at the end of the time period. Like if you put the habits in, like a green juice every day and go in the gym, or eating well, maybe doing meditation if that's your thing. Like putting those things in, so you're almost like daily goals that you can sort of tick off, rather than that. So yeah, I've always been big on it, but I haven't thought about it this year. I think I've thought more around behaviour. Behaviour's a good one. I've thought more around behaviour and habits rather than I want to get this at the end of it. Another thing before I forget, I'd say about goals. Now, I'm a big believer in them, and I think you can achieve a lot by making goals, whether they're things around work, whether they're personal ones to you. I do believe it's good because you can track progress and you can look back of where you're at. Like say if you're doing the gym, you can go, okay, at the end of it, I want to achieve X. And then you can actually go and see your progress. And it's quite a good motivator to know that you're getting somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like say if you were losing weight, you can go, oh, I want to hit that goal. I've got it. Oh, I feel good for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue on doing it. If you don't track yourself, then it's quite hard to know where you're at.
Yeah.
But what I've learned over the years is if some of the goals I've set in my life have been like big, I'm interested to hear your view on this. And if I'm the only one. Every time I've hit a goal in the past that I thought was unrealistic, I've set it, I thought that's not happening, it's way down the line, that type of thing. Every time I've hit one, it never feels as good as I imagine it would. Ever. You get it and you go, okay, cool. And then you're like, what's next? And it's another bigger one.